1961, wine in New Zealand was a bit of a non-event, really. So what drove this man to plant grapes in Mangere, South Auckland, build a winery and set about changing the face and future of New Zealand wines?
My name's George Fistonich, and I'm on the side of our new winery at Ishamata, Mangere. I started Villa Maria Winery in 1961 at an old site. It was 5 kilometres away from here, and we started. It was very much a port sherry, hybrid grapes wine industry with very little reputation. So how things have changed, we now enjoy a wonderful reputation worldwide as a New Zealand wine industry. What I love about the wine industry, I suppose the wine industry, you start off with a bare paddock, just a bit of dirt, and then winemaking itself is probably half art, half science. Good winemakers have to be a little bit crazy, but they've also got to be very smart. You start right from the soil, the ground, right through to restaurants all around the world. So a very complete lifestyle industry. It's like living your hobby.
This is where everything started, didn't it?
Yes, well, it was initially a 2.25 acre property.
Okay.
And the initial winery in the 60s was that building over there.
Okay, the little brick building, that was your 60s winery.
Yeah.
Okay,
And then it was surrounded by concrete tanks. We had no stainless steel then. But then eventually in the late 60s, early 70s, we built this building here.
Okay, with all the brick and the archways, and this is where everything happened. So how many people did you have working in this winery?
Oh, it was probably about 25 to 30 when we finished there, yeah.
And when you started Villa Maria, how many of them?
One.
So just you?
Yeah.
What are some of the major changes that you've seen, not only in winemaking, but in the industry?
Well, the best way to explain that is when I started, we didn't have any stainless steel. It was purely wooden barrels and concrete tanks over there. All our grape picking was done by hand into bushel cases. And then our crusher, initially we crushed by our feet, jumped around the barrel. And then we actually converted an old washing machines, like one of the old ringers, put a box over it and used to put the grapes through there. And then all our filling our wine was done by getting a rubber hose and putting the barrel and going...
Siphoning it.
Siphoning it into a bottle.
Love it.
And banging a cork in with a rubber mallet, yeah.
And so back then, what was your vision for Villa Maria? What did you see?
We determined actually in 1969 precisely. We had a big sort of strategic planning meeting, the first one we'd ever had.
What, here in the boardroom?
Yes,
upstairs,
in here. And we decided that we're going to go for quality, and we made a point of employing viticulturists, top winemakers, and now 33 years later we've pretty well dominated every major award for 30 years, both in New Zealand and internationally as a New Zealand wine company. In terms of the sort of major exporters, we are probably now the only truly 100% New Zealand wine company in the top 6, which we're quite proud of.
When Villa Maria outgrew the old site, they built a new winery in Marlborough, and then Sir George decided it was time to come home to Mangere. He took a sketch of the Ihumatao Peninsula site to the bank and secured $30 million worth of funding back in 2000. His new winery and office opened in 2004, and it's located in the volcanic crater of Te Ihu Aomatauho. The winery is surrounded by vines producing award-winning wines, and it's built ready for expansion. They have a function centre, a hugely popular lunch restaurant, where people can try out all those wine and food matches that George and his team are so passionate about. There's a brilliant cellar door, and then there's this room. Do you ever just come here? Do you bring your sleeping bag in here sometimes and just kind of bask in the glory?
This is the most time I've spent in here with you.
But this is just a real eye-opener, and I think people would be really interested in it.
Wine shows have been incredibly important to the New Zealand wine industry. Wine shows, I believe, have really created that competition. And the other thing, they keep on bringing overseas judges over and experts, and they tell us what to do. I remember when we made our first Pinot Noirs, and this is probably 20 years ago, they were pretty thin. We were overcropping. We didn't really know enough about it.
No.
I remember judges coming saying, no awards for your Pinot Noirs. You've got to sort of leaf pluck, you've got to drop fruit on the ground, you've got to remove the shoulders off of bunches.
Yeah. So they told you what they were expecting, quality-wise, and you can learn from that. I agree. I think shows are a great thing. So this looks pretty amazing. What's this one?
That's I just got that recently in London, the UK. That's a lifetime achievement award by the international wine competition.
Amazing.
With
You wouldn't want to get whacked around the head with one of those in Dark Alley on a van night, would you?
Yeah, there's only 3 of them in the world. So
that's amazing. Time to meet Nick Picconi. He's the senior winemaker responsible for overseeing the production of Villa Maria's North Island wines, and that includes coordinating the harvest, formulating the wine styles, and assembling the blends.
So Yvonne, this is our Kelton 2010 single vineyard Chardonnay from Hawke's Bay. This is a very special wine for us. It had a phenomenal run in the wine shows in New Zealand last year. So it actually took out the trophy wine of the show in 4 wine shows.
In 4?
4 wine shows.
So that doesn't happen very often, does it?
No, it's unprecedented for a wine in New Zealand to do that. So we're absolutely, stoked with that.
It's amazing. It's like when Nick says complex, he really means complex. You can't pick one character that stands out over the other. I'm getting this melange of grapefruit and rock melon and toasty, nutty characters and lemon and peach and just all sorts of amazing flavours in here. I think you've done very well.
Oh, thanks very much.
And speaking of maturity, you've been with Villa Maria for a little while, haven't you?
Well, I started with the Villa Maria Group about 15 years ago.
Oh my gosh, you must have been a child. Do you come here every day and just pinch yourself and think, this is where I work? Yeah,
for sure. I mean, George is a visionary, and he has a vision for Villa Maria, and if he didn't have that, we wouldn't have made it to 50 years. And I'm sure part of George's plans is to put the structure in place to ensure that our next 50 is as successful as the first. And, for a winemaker, I'm like a kid in a lolly shop because there's such an extensive range of varietals and styles. And luckily, George, having that quality vision that he does have, he gives us the ability to go ahead and bottle these wines when we think that they're up to it.
Good work. Cheers.
Cheers.
George was, again, one of the first to plant in the Owatry Valley and built a state-of-the-art winery over in the Wairau. Chief Marlborough winemaker George Gerris makes many award-winning wines from their Taylor's Pass vineyard, also in the Owatry Valley, including this fantastic Pinot Noir. Is this something that you drink often, George?
Yes, actually. This is the 07 Taylor's Pass Pinot Noir. I haven't tried it for a couple of months, actually, but...
It smells so deliciously gamey and
it's just very, very gamey and
lovely spices there too. A little bit like there's cinnamon and kind of clove.
It's got that dark sort of plums and cherries and another 12 months this will be spot on.
Well, I don't know if I can wait 12 months to try it again. It's quite beguiling. It's quite mysterious. It's such a delicious drink.
It's still getting better.
It's so opulent, it's succulent, there's like flavours just popping all over the place. What's next?
We've got an icon wine that yet to be released as well. Yeah, I mean, a lot of people said our reserves are as good as many icon wines, so when we do release an icon wine, it will be
be spectacular.
There won't be any sort of any question about it.
Wow.
It's got to beat all our own reserve ones, which have won some amazing awards overseas.
Yay, here's to a good day.
Cheers, yeah.
Chef Rob's been flat out in the kitchen preparing lunch for us, along with George's wife Gail, daughter Karen, who's now chair of the board here, head winemaker Alistair Mailing, and George's nephew Fabian Newkitch. Are you solo Syrah, Alistair?
I am.
George, Gail, what are you drinking?
I've got this new variety, it's absolutely fantastic.
I'm going to try the Chardonnay with the cork.
The Chardonnay's from this vineyard, and the micro salads on your plate are also from the garden on the vineyard as well. So
reminds me of my childhood,
Hey, and Karen, it must have been a really busy childhood.
Growing up right on the winery site for the first few years, it was like a great playground being out in the vineyard. And as I grew up and I'd come out and work part-time, as a student, and you saw the growth of the industry.
Yeah.
As Villa Maria grew, it was really paralleled the growth of the New Zealand wine industry.
Alistair, how's your steak? I can actually smell that Syrah from here.
You can. It's actually a perfect match for it. It's got the spicy white pepper component to it, and the Syrah, and it just goes very well with the meat.
How's your fish, Gail?
Beautiful, thank you. Yes, matched perfectly with the anais.
The anais. I just want to say thank you very much for inviting me along to lunch.
It's lovely.
It's a gorgeous day.
Cheers.
Good health.
Good
Brilliant food, good health. Anthony Joseph Vidal journeyed from Spain to New Zealand, where in 1905 he converted a Hawke's Bay racing stable into a wine cellar and set about creating a reputation for innovative winemaking that's still going strong over 100 years later. Back in 1979, Vidal Estate became the site of New Zealand's first ever winery restaurant, where a passion for sharing wine with great food and good friends changed Kiwi attitudes to wine and food forever. For decades, Vidal Estate's been a fantastic incubator for great winemaking talent, kickstarting names like Elise Montgomery, Kate Radburn, Rod McDonald, Hugh Crichton, Simon Fell, and it doesn't stop there. Part of leaving a legacy is leaving things better than when you got them, and this vineyard embodies that philosophy. Bordering the Gimblett Gravels, it's the Organic Vidal Vineyard, one of the first BioGrow certified vineyards in New Zealand. So Jonathan, you're quite in demand for all of your expertise in organics, but I've always been curious about what the BioGrow symbol and brand actually means.
So yeah, the BioGrow logo just ensures to the consumer that we've been independently audited and certified that our product is grown organically, and that meets international standards across the world.
Okay, so international standards of organics. I mean, what can't you do in the vineyard?
No man-made inputs into the vineyard, no synthetic pesticides, synthetic herbicides. It all has to be naturally made.
Okay. So the fruit that, because the fruit that we're seeing here, there's quite a bit of it, and it's ripening nicely. Where does it end up?
We're in the Hawke's Bay, and this goes to our reserve Vidals Sauvignon Blanc.
Oh, I can feel the love in the vineyard.
Absolutely, we aim for that.
As well as an organic vineyard, Vidal Estate also has an organic vegetable patch right next to the Vidal Winery Restaurant. This keeps Chef Jillene supplied with fresh produce for their award-winning dishes. All right, Jillene, what do you want me to gather?
I think the Mizuno over there would be lovely.
Okay, I can do that. Nice and spiky and glossy. This whole garden is an amazing addition to Vidal. I don't even remember it being here.
No, well...
Quite new, is it?
Yeah, it's really quite new. The last chef set it up for us with the help of Vidal staff, and it's been wonderful for the kitchen because we can come out here prior to service. And we normally come out here about 5 o'clock in the evening and we harvest the herbs or the baby zucchinis or the nasturtiums, which go great in salads.
It is so different. I guess it's part of the changes in Vidal that I've noticed. But for you, when you were here a long time ago, you did your apprenticeship here back in the 80s, didn't you?
That's right, yes.
So what's changed? I mean, it must be a very different scene in the kitchen now to what it was back then.
The approach with food for Vidals was it was a steakhouse, so we focused mainly on cooking steaks and having maybe 6 to 8 different types of toppings or stuffings, carpet bag steak, mignon, Provençal. I can remember the whole menu. And camembert, we did deep fried camembert. So
I remember the deep fried camembert.
Yes,
it was famous.
With plum sauce.
It was so rad and kind of gourmet back then.
Oh yes, food, the style has changed definitely a lot.
Hey, there's a beetroot down here.
Yep.
Can I pull it?
Yep, pull it up. We can serve it with the venison.
That'll do.
Perfect.
Jillene has a couple of surprises up her sleeve for me, and the latest talented winemaker here, Hugh Crichton, has the perfect Vidal wines to match. Hooray, Chardonnay!
Absolutely. This is our 2010 Reserve Series Chardonnay from Hawke's Bay, of course.
Yeah.
A region which makes some amazing Chardonnay. And for me, 2010, or for a lot of people, was an incredible vintage for Chardonnay.
It's really rich too, isn't it?
It's got some, but it's got some lovely fineness and elegance to it at the same time, and it's got some minerality and some flintiness, which is a hallmark of our wines.
And I'm just thinking as well, it's got really lovely presence and a great food wine. Oh my goodness, perfect timing.
Brilliant.
Fantastic. This looks like groper.
groper. It's got a miso glaze and it's served with fresh clams with some white beans and leeks. So it should be perfect.
Yeah, it should be perfect. And why do you think this is a good match with Chardonnay?
I think there's a lot of richness with fish, obviously, particularly groper, and there's some richness with the sauce there, which complements the richness of the Chardonnay.
Oh my gosh! That is outstanding. It's not the flavour I was expecting. It's has a kind of savoury caramel kind of character to it.
Which is a flavour that really complements with the wine, because you see a little bit of that in the wine.
You know, this wine, the Reserve Series Chardonnay, it's been doing very well, hasn't it?
At the recent Air New Zealand Wine Awards, this was one of 3 elite golds for us.
You're a very lucky man, especially, you know, with the legacy that's been left to you by Anthony Vidal. It's brilliant.
I am, and talking of legacy, I guess it's something that's going to be coming out pretty soon. It's a new range called the Legacy range.
Oh, so sort of like another top.
Another tier above the Reserve Series.
Wow, I can't wait.
That'll be exciting.
Fantastic.
And will reflect really the best of what we can do in Hawke's Bay in great years and pretty limited quantities.
Speaking of which,
The first Syrah under this label, 2009.
it's a very sexy smelling Syrah.
Sexy and
it's
fragrant.
beautiful. I have to taste it. Oh my goodness, I was just going to say, you know, if you're going to have Syrah, you want something gamey.
Bit of venison, local
It looks
venison,
amazing.
which Syrah is renowned to go with.
I just was curious, for someone like yourself that's worked here for a few years and it's obviously very dear to your heart, what would you like people to reflect on in 100 years' time in terms of the Vidal's name and Vidal wines?
Well, I think with a consumer hat on, I think delivering consistently good quality wines. And I guess the other one is to keep, to present the land, the vineyards, in a better situation than what they were when we took them on. So to be able to look in the eye of future generations, I guess, and say, hand on heart, you know, we've really looked after this land and pass it on.
Into the future.
Cheers.
Esk Valley Estate is nestled in the picturesque Hawke's Bay region of Bayview, and it's a boutique producer of some of this country's most highly sought-after wines. They may have been part of the Kiwi winescape for decades, and their winemaking techniques as traditional as they come, but the vibe in the winery is anything but old. Gordon Russell has been making wine here since ages ago. Way back when he was a fashion icon, introducing the whole formal suit with an open-necked shirt look, he has long been known as Mr. Merlot. Oh, this building is amazing.
So we're right at the top of the winery now.
Fantastic.
And 23 open-top fermenters. This is where all the reds come from.
So everything is done and fermented in these vats. Can you show me how they work?
Sure, you grab that side and I'll grab this side and just push it slightly. Okay?
Oh, they're deep.
So, yeah,
Wow.
I mean, if I stand in one, it comes up to about here somewhere.
Okay.
So, I mean, literally, we're taking our grapes, we're de-stemming them, putting them into these fermenters, very much as whole berries. Leave them there for a few days, and once they start fermenting, literally, we use these wooden plungers, and we're wanting to extract every bit of colour and sort of tannin we can as gently as possible from those skins. So 4 times a day, one person with each, you know, 4 people, one each with these, one on each corner.
Just going.
plunging
And
the whole
so
lot.
the holes in the middle, the juice comes up and it gets to circulate it. Fantastic.
I mean, seriously,
piece of equipment.
it's seriously hard work. The end of harvest, I got sort of the best physique of the whole year, and it's all downhill after that for the rest of the year. But it's great. It's very old-fashioned. It's very much Esk, and I think when you taste a bottle of Esk red wine, you know, this is all encapsulated in that bottle.
Can you tell me a little bit about all the different rooms here in this crazy building?
Yeah, I mean, it's been here a while. It's been here for 80 years. And I mean,
80 years?
80
Okay.
years. So, I mean, it makes it one of the oldest wineries in New Zealand. You know, if you have a look down below in the sort of ground level below us, the initial building was a cave which was literally buried into the hillside below us. And then everything is sort of sprung from that. So, you know, it's kind of organic growth over kind of 50 years or something.
Oh,
superb.
The vineyard here also has some serious age behind it, originally terraced back in the 1940s. The vines were replaced in the 1980s with Merlot and Malbec, and Gordon had a vision of hands-off winemaking in the front of his mind.
I am so excited right now. The wine that Gordon has just poured for me is a wine that I have adored for, ever since I've gotten into this business. This is the Esk Valley Terraces, and it's considered one of New Zealand's iconic wines.
Where do I start? It's been a labour of love for almost 20 years.
What an amazing aroma.
And to me, the wine just speaks so much of the place. And that's the whole idea and the concept of the wine.
It's got plum and it's got cocoa and there's dried herbs and really lifted aromatics in there. There's rose petal.
And I think there's a sense of place about it because it tastes the same every year. It's when you taste this wine, you're tasting this hillside. You're not tasting the winery. I'm trying to take the winery out of it. So we harvest the 3 varieties together on one day.
So the 3 varieties in the terraces are?
Malbec, which is the predominant variety, then Merlot and Cabernet Franc. It ferments as a finished wine, as a blended wine. It then is aged in barrel and then is put in the bottle. So when you taste and smell this wine, you're tasting the site, you're tasting the limestone hill, you're tasting the layers of shell through it, you're tasting the influence of the sea, you're tasting something which is unique as opposed to us making the best blend we can from the individual varieties.
It's just so beautiful.
That's what makes it special.
As well as this iconic wine, Esk Valley also have their beautifully crafted Winemaker's Reserve and Estate ranges, all of them classic wines made by some classic people.
So this is the culmination of all our work in 2010, and I actually thought when we bottled this that the wine looked fantastic. So,
Helen, what do you reckon about this wine?
I think it's absolutely delicious.
Yeah, but you would because you work here.
Absolutely.
this is our 2010 Winemaker's Reserve Merlot Malbec Cabernet. So classic Esk Valley wine. And the Malbec's given it I suppose the spice, dark fruits, Cabernet, just that nice sort of bit of leaf and tannic backbone to it. I think it's a really good vintage of this wine.
I love that jam. It's so good. And it's great with the wine. I think having the sweetness of the jam and the lovely moorishness of the cheese and this fantastic spicy fruity wine with that earthy note. I want to have a smoker like this every day.
So do we.
Can I come here every day? Can I work for you, Gordon? What is it that everyone really loves about coming to work?
Oh, probably just using the lovely old equipment we've got there and doing everything by hand while we're surrounded by a hillside vineyard. It's just great.
I live 10 minutes up the road.
Perfect.
Makes it very handy. I've got 2 dogs that I bring to work. That's better still. Keeps me fit. So, yeah, it's a win-win. And I get to drink lovely wine.
I can see Gordon's getting itchy. He wants everyone to get back to work, so cheers, everybody.
Okay, cheers.
Thanks so much for
cheers.
letting me join you. Cheers. Excellent. Lovely.
Great.
Can I take some cheese home?